Hello. So let's say you finished your drawing, and now you should make it good for to be presented to like a workshop or to be a good technical drawing. So now you can see this is drawing from student, and you can see here these two drawings are not aligned, and even here they're not aligned. So we try to align them. To do this, I will start line and to start line you can just click here, or as a shortcut you can just do L on your keyboard, then space, and you're already in your command line. So I click here, I will go down 90 degrees, and then I'll select my whole view and do right click, move. This is my base point. I will come straight using orthogonal mode on, then I'll put it here, and now I'll delete this line, and now my two views are aligned, and even here they are aligned. Okay, so they're aligned vertically together. Now these two views here, they're not aligned horizontally together. Same thing I'll do, L space, and now I'll start my line, stop it here, or do escape. Then I'll select my whole shape, I'll do right click, move, I'll choose any point, and I'll go down straight to this line. Okay, now they're both on the same line aligned. Now I can remove my line. Okay, so that was the first step to do. Check your alignment. If you want, you can just add here as the top view, scale it up just like 1.5, or to be more specific, plan view or plan. Then do right click, copy. So you won't have to do it again. Then remove F8 and copy it here. I finished copying, I'll do escape. Then I'll double click here, just as a front, and double click here, and I'll choose this as right side or side view. Okay, this is optional, but you can do it, it looks better. So now you can see the student put these two circles. You can see their projection is here. So these are the two circles, but they are hidden here as hidden features, and then they appear here as a hidden feature too. But these two lines are now straight lines, and you want to make them hidden lines. To do that, you come here near your match properties. You have on your property, it's the third rectangle, it's line type. You click on it, and you can see here in your lines library you don't have dashed line. So to add a dashed line, you can just click on other, then you click on load, because here on your library you have nothing. You click on load, and then you can choose ISO dash, because if you remember when you first starting in the first video, you started as isometric drawing, as metric drawing, like millimeters. If you started as inches, you go and you choose dashed from here. This is imperial dashed line. If you want metric dashed line, you choose the ISO one. ISO mean metric. So I'll choose this one. I will do OK. It's now in my library. I will do OK. Now I can go select my lines that I want to do dashed. And now I'll come here to the third one, and I will come and I will choose on CAD dashed line. I'll do scale, and now I have my lines dashed. Okay. So sorry, look in here. So let's say the dashes are too small, you want them bigger. So to make them bigger or to change the scale of the dashes, I'll just do a scale to clear everything. Then you do LTS, LTS, you type it on your keyboard and you do, so you press enter, and then you can see your scale by default is 1. So you want the dashes to be bigger, for example, just you can let's try 5, and you can see they're bigger now. If you have the opposite case, you want them smaller, again you type LTS, enter, and then you can choose, for example, 0.8. Now they are smaller than they were before. So I'll do Ctrl Z to keep the 5 because it's good here to my view. Okay, now whenever you have a circle or a cylinder, so actually this circle will appear here as a like cylindrical feature because a circle in 3D space will be cylinder if you project it down. Anyway, so that's another topic. So actually you need here a center line, because if you don't have a center line, the guy who's reading the drawing would think it's an edge. He think that there's an edge hidden somewhere here, or something is cut here. So yeah, something is cut here, for example, or here, and then that's why you have hidden lines. So to tell him that no, actually these hidden lines are for the circle, and go to another view to see the circle and when it's not hidden. So you put center line for him. So to do that, you go to here to your annotate tab, and you can see here you have center line. Click on it. You click your first line, second line, and then you can see you have your center line. Automatically it's changed to center line. It's not a continuous line, so you don't have to go here and select it and change here something, because it's automatically done for you. So do it again for the other circles. I will go to annotate, center line, first point, second point, then I have it. As we said, you can press on space to go to the previous command. First line, second line, and then I have my center lines. Now actually on the circles I need the center mark here. I click on center mark, I click on my circle, second circle, I finished, don't have any more circles, I do escape, and now I have my center marks. So now my drawing looks better. It's only missing the dimensions. So to dimension, you can just, from the annotate tab, you have here the automatic dimension. It's a bit tricky, so you can just choose each dimension by itself, like linear, aligned for inclined lines, and then angular for angles, radius, and diameter for circles. Or you can come here into home. If you didn't go to annotate tab before, you can just, from your home, you can dimension from here. So linear is for horizontal or vertical dimensions that you want to add, x and y. So I click once on linear, and then click this point, click my other point, and I go right, click here, and you have your dimension. So from this point to this point, or this line is 45 millimeters. So this is for vertical dimension. Same thing if you want to do it for horizontal dimension. You click on linear, first point, second point, you go up, and then you click, and then you have your dimension. Let's say your dimensions are too small and you want them bigger, or you want to change their colors or anything. So we have a command for that. It's called dim style, dimension style. You just type on your keyboard dim style. You can type it completely, or you can just type them DIMSTY, and then you click enter, and you can see here you're using the ISO annotation. Just don't change it, keep it, and then do modify. Okay, so here you can change anything you want: the color, fill color, text height. So actually, to change the size of the dimensions of or the numbers, you can change your text height. Let's say I'm going to put it 4 and enter. You can see we have a preview here of how big they'll become. So I'll put it again to, let's say 3 is good. And don't forget, when you change your text height, it's nice to change your arrow size too to the same size. It looks nice. So put it 3 to here, and here you can change your center marks if you want it. If you want to change them, the break size. So you can try to change all these settings and see what they do. But the most important now, it's the text height and the arrow size. So we change them, do OK, then do close, and they are automatically changed for all dimensions. Okay, I'll do dim style again, enter. Let's say I want to change my color, modify, text color, I'll choose red, and the fill color, I'll choose red too. Oh no, sorry. I'll keep it as it is by layer, and the color of my dimension here, I put it to red, and the color of my extension is to red, and now it's alt red. So that's one way to change the color of your dimension. It took longer than expected. Okay, but another way to change it, you can just do Ctrl Z. Okay, now you can just click on them, then go to layer here, and you can change their colors. And let's change. It's nice too if you want to change the color for the center lines, the center marks, because actually they don't belong to the drawing. So it's always good to give different colors for annotation things, and keep the main color for the main shape, like for lines that are actually on the drawing. So that's one thing, to change the colors, to change the size of your dimension, to change the scale of your, so we said dim style. To change your size, you go to modify, text, and arrow, and as we said, you do LTS to change the dashes here. And what else we want to do? So let's say that's your drawing. Sorry, that's your drawing. You finished it. You wanna submit it. Before, I'll just do text. First corner, second corner, I'll just type name, ID, section. Then I press outside. Click on them, right click, scale, 2, enter, then I have them. Let's say you finish your drawing, now you want to print it. Let's say you want to print it to scale. You can see here your scale is 1:1. That's your drawing space scale. Actually, you have here layout. So here I'm in my model, I'm in my workspace, right? When you want to print things, you go to your layout. So I'll click on layout, and then you can see here my workspace, and it's inside like a paper shape. So if I click here on the border, not inside, on the border here, and try to move these points. So if I press F8 now, it's hard to move the point. So if you encounter this problem, just press F8 so your mouse will be free. Now come and try to match it as good as possible to here, to this dotted line. Do it for all 4 edges. Okay, same thing for here. Again, there may be like a faster way to do it. I'm just showing you a way that works actually. If there's a faster way, do it, good for you. Okay, so now I'm actually around my dash line. So now you can see my drawing is here. You can see it is too small, and I want it to be like, so that's a preview of your printed drawing. Okay, so if you print it like this now, you will see this shape, nothing is visible. So I'll do double click inside here, and now I'm inside my drawing, inside my model space. You can see here it's model. Before I clicked, it was paper space. So now here I'm in paper space. Wherever, if I move, wherever I do, wherever you draw, even if you want to draw, it's not inside your workspace. If I go here to model, you see you have nothing drawn, but if you go to layout, it's drawn here. So I'll just remove them. Even if you want to select, because you are here in paper space, you're not selecting anything. So again, I'll press on paper. Now I'm switched to my model space. Okay, this is very important. I hope I explained it well. So model, paper, you're not in paper. Now click on paper, you're in model. Okay, so now my paper zoom is too far, so I click on model. I'm again in paper. I'll zoom it to a good view. Then I press on paper to go to model. Now, okay, let's say that's good for me. You can see here your scale is 0.7 something, and actually if you click on this arrow, you can see you have specific scales. I want you to choose one of them. So first start 1 to 1. It's good. Sometimes when you choose 1 to 1, you will get this. So just you can choose 1 to 2, and you get this is too far. So just choose 1 to 1. Move your drawing to a good view. Okay, that's good. Your scale is 1 to 1. You can now switch to paper space, and that would what your drawing will look actually. And when you print it, you will get, like when you measure here, you will get 45 millimeters. It's 45 millimeters actually on your drawing, because here your scale is 1 to 1. Now let's say you did this, everything's fine. You want to add your name. You can just go without messing with your paper space. Just go to model. Now you can do whatever you want. Even you can change lines wherever you want. Name. Add my name, for example. Okay, finish editing. You can go to layout, and it's already done for you. So now to print it, you can press print here on this little printer, or you can do Ctrl P on your keyboard. If you get this, just do continue to single sheet. You'll get this dialog box. On printer plotter, choose, if you want to go to as a PDF, you click on this DWG to PDF. Okay. If not, you can choose your printer. So it doesn't matter. Wherever you want to choose DWG to PDF or your printer, then you can continue, it's the same. So paper size, I prefer for drawing or for PDF or for your printer, just choose the letter size, which is 8.5 by 11. That's the size we'll use every time, okay? And now you come to what to plot. It's asking you what to plot. So I'll choose window, and then so it will take me here to choose my window actually. So I'll come here and I'll choose the corner and the other corner. I'll do center the plot. I will check this one, and I'll list this for my scale. I'll do 1 to 1. And then this is millimeters, 1 to 1. And then I'll do preview, and you can see your drawing. You may not have this product by student version, doesn't matter, but you can see your drawing is good. If it's good, you can just choose, you can press on plot, and then it will take you to this box, dialog box, to save it. You can save it anywhere you want, so you can email it to me, and you can choose your name. If you do cancel, I'll do Ctrl P or print again, and let's say you want to you went out to change something, then you went back to your printing, and you don't want to put your settings again. You can just here on page setup, you can click here and you can do previous plot, and you have your previous settings here. Okay, so that's easier and faster. So let's say you want to print it without colors, because for the hard copy I don't need colors from you, so you can just choose grayscale or monochrome. So if you do this and you do preview, it's actually now with colors, but when you print it you see no colors. So if you see something and you need to change something, instead of pressing on plot, you can do escape on your keyboard or the close preview, and you're back here to change your settings. Do OK, desktop, and I will save it, for example. Now that's a preview of what I saved. Close it. Okay, so that's one way to print your drawing. Another quick way to print it, you can come to model, you can do print here, then you can choose your window. I did the previous plot, you can just do the same as we did before, PDF 11 by 8.5 by 11. Then here, instead to here, when you choose your window, then press here on window, then you can choose one corner, other corner. If you do preview, you can see your drawing, but the thing here is your scale is not 1 to 1. It's 1 to 1 here on your drawing on your drawing space, but when you print, Ctrl P, previous plot, when you see here, your scale is not 1 to 1. You can change it to 1 to 1 if you move fit to paper. You do 1 to 1. I put millimeters because my units are in millimeters. 1 to 1 again till I get 1 to 1 in millimeters. Then I'll do preview, and you can do it actually. So you can use both ways on. Can do both ways as long as you have 1 to 1 or 1 to 2. 1 to 2, for example, scale. So as long as you have a known scale here, you can print from whenever you want, from your layout or from your model. But if you do fit to paper and you see like a messed up scale here, 1 point something or 2 point 57 for example, that's wrong. That's not wrong, but we just want a specific scale. So that's everything. I hope it was helpful, and if you have any questions, email me.